It's my second full day in the city of Neuquén, northern Patagonia in Argentina, and I am heading towards somewhere that was recommended to me by one of my subscribers, and it's an hour's walk, and so far I'm over halfway. I've actually enjoyed it. So from the city centre, which is about just over half an hour's walk that way, this boulevard, is that what you call it? Road that side, and in the middle just one green space going all the way up, dotted off by various side roads. There's so many statues, so many plazas. I've loved it. And it is probably taking me longer than what I should, because of the fact I keep stopping to look at the history, because there's so many statues giving the history of the city, the area. But you've got families walking, you've got people running, and after yesterday's cloudy day, the sun is desperately trying to get out. There are blue skies over there, but this leads all the way down to the river and a small island, which I'm actually being told by the guys in the hostel is worth going to see. And like I said, recommendation online as well. Neuquén is not a tourist hotspot. It's not somewhere that most travellers, backpackers will come to, even though in the hostel that I'm staying in there have been a couple of Europeans and a Canadian. But I like coming to places like this. This is the real Argentina, not the sugar-coated version where you see everyday people doing everyday things. And that wind is starting to pick up. And I've just checked the map to find out how far I've got left to go, and I think it's the second time I've checked the map, but basically it's just there, the river. I can't believe it's gone so quick walking for an hour. And I could have taken the bus, could have got an Uber, but this has been enjoyable. Just looking at things like this. Quite nice. Right, oh, there's the river. Oh wow. So what I'm led to believe is head down there, take a left, head towards the island. And it's getting sunnier. And this is the river Limay. And there's a nice walk along here. And there's a tourist map. So basically, I'm there. And there's the island that I'm heading to. Let's have a closer look. And that sun is definitely trying to get out a bit more. That's good. And it stays like this when you're a long-term traveller for 4 to 6 months, that you want to have a slower day, because when you are travelling through places like Patagonia and you see so many amazing views, that you just want to have a day that you just want to have normality. Just see people walking, sitting by a river. A slow day. And even when you do look at the river, you can appreciate the beauty of it. But over there is the bridge to get onto the island. And that's where I'm going. So this whole area is called Paseo de la Costa, and the island itself, which I didn't realise cars could go onto it, is Isla 132. And it's so cool because when this city was first made up, there was different plots given to people, and instead of giving the plots a name, it was all numbered. So this was plot 132. And that's actually quite beautiful. And in the background you've got the Instagram city name picture ready to be taken. And the first thing you see when you come off the bridge is this. It looks like an Irish four-leaf clover, but it's solar panels as well on it. Right, hopefully there's a cafe around here that's open. I can sit down and rest my legs for a little bit and have a coffee. What I didn't realise was at the bottom of the four-leaf clover is charging ports for your mobile phone. Got USB ports. How cool is that? And there's the sign. I think it's time for some Instagram pictures. So I've just walked a little bit further down. I think I just got the perfect day. And I have found a coffee shop. But unfortunately, it's just closing up for the afternoon. Damn! I'm hoping to find another one further on, but I don't think I'm going to be that lucky. Really enjoying today. The island, when you look at the map, looks quite small, but it is quite big. I mean, it's got an apartment block behind me. Shows you how large it is. As you're walking along, you've got these pictures showing you what I guess Neuquén is famous for. So you've got a dinosaur, bit of trekking. That looks like wine grapes. And then there's another four-leaf clover charging port just there. Now that looks cool to do. Horseback riding in a lake. So I've come to the other end of the island. This is the bridge, walking off it. Been a cool little walk. And there's the river dividing the island from the mainland. And then the main river over there. Beautiful. A new coffee shop. Right, I might find a little seat to sit down, see if there is any cafes that is open around here. Coming off the island, you've just got one long path. Oh, there's a walkway that way, but I'm interested in this little roundabout here. They're quite cute. Is that a rabbit? So I'm sat on the mainland. That's the island just over there. And this is just so peaceful. Now if I do follow the river Limay down a bit further for about a 40-minute walk, I will get to a point where three rivers meet, and it's where the rivers Limay, Neuquén all meet to form the river Negro, which flows all the way through the centre of Argentina to the other side. And I've seen pictures of it online. It's not dramatic, and I'm quite happy just sitting here watching this. Plus it's a 40-minute walk. I've walked enough. And I have looked on Google Maps to find if there's any cafes around here that's open, and unfortunately they're all in the centre of the city. So I might have a slow walk back, but I'm just going to sit here for a bit longer. And I've just walked a little bit further up. It's the stillness, the peacefulness, the birds on the water. It's days like this that will stay with me for a long time. And then when you look behind you, there is just families after families doing barbecues, and there's a lot of barbecues going on. And the smell, oh my God, that smell is beautiful. Yeah, I'll remember this for a while. So I've left the riverbank, and like I said, it is just so many people just enjoying their Sunday. Do you reckon they will invite me for some food? I don't think so. This is the real Argentina. This is just everyday life on a Sunday. But I think it's time for me to head off. I want to try and find a coffee shop on the way. I need a cappuccino. I walked back. That was another hour, but I had my headphones in, listening to podcasts. I was just taking it all in. The sun is still shining. It's just after 3:30 in the afternoon, so it's been like a full day. But I'm in a coffee shop. It's just around the corner from the hostel, so that's why I'm come here. I've got myself a small cappuccino, and I don't know what that is. But it's just got cheese in. That's what it said on the menu. That's cost me just about £7. It's the only place that's open around here. But I was desperate for a coffee. So I've just cut it open, and it has got ham and cheese inside it. Like I said, I have no idea what this is. It does look nice. Just like potato on the outside, with cheese and ham in the middle. That's beautiful. It's not very big. I thought for the price they want to make it a little bit bigger. I think I've got some around here. But it's been a fun day. I have loved every single minute of it. These are the sort of days that I like. When it gets a bit too much, when you need to just slow down. And I hope you've enjoyed it as well. And if you have, just press that like button. Tomorrow I'm leaving. I'm heading to somewhere new. I think I'm going to San Rafael. But if you want to see Well, that place is late, then all you've got to do is subscribe. But until the next time, bye bye for now.